So, pour-over scales. This one is the one in the middle. Is the Maestri House S3G. So that one got popular because on Reddit someone was comparing it to the very fancy Fellow Tally on the right, and all the way on the left. This is the Hiroia, which I didn't realize is also Hario. The Hiroia, it's just flashing at me because battery needs to be charged. So the Hiroia Jimmy. So the cool thing about this one is it has a detachable magnetic, I don't have anything to stick it to. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Magnetic display, so it also has Bluetooth, so you can connect to your phone, use an app. This does not have Bluetooth. This also really expensive one does not have Bluetooth. So yeah, I was a little disappointed that it doesn't have smart connectivity when it's like, it's a premium scale. But the cool thing is it doesn't really need an app, although yeah, I guess you could still use an app for like having it, like the thing I like about the app on this Hiroia Jimmy is, let's see, no, my phone's off right now, but you can have like a recipe programmed in where you have the pour structure, the timing, do like one pour, 120 milliliters at 3 milliliters a second or 4 or whatever. You can program all that in and program, so it's reproducible if you want to try and do it consistently. So with these two, we don't have those options of doing, like a very specific recipe without just memorizing it and doing it manually, which is how I've been doing it mostly. Just gonna turn this off, like how it says goodbye. Yeah, so they are both, or they're all good scales. The cool thing about this one, where I was saying you don't really need an app, but I mean it would be handy, the brew assist mode. So also it's like a glass top display similar to this very nice Fellow Stag EKG Pro Studio version. And it's got an LED screen, or OLED, sorry. Yeah, OLED. So pretty nice looking, like it's sharp, it's bright. I like that this one has colors. I don't think this has, yeah, oh, it does. I mean, it lights up when you hit your brew ratio target. We'll get to that later, but yeah. Colors aren't popping very well in this lighting, but there we go. Looks nice. Yeah. What was I saying? So yeah, the cool thing is you basically dial it in and let's just put something on here. It's too heavy, but let's say, so now it thinks I have 166 grams of coffee, and it's telling me the brew ratio and how much water we're going to end up pouring. So this is going over the max capacity, which is only 2,400, 2.4 kilograms, which is like what, 3 pounds? This one actually has a higher weight capacity. You can do 3 kilograms, which is like, I don't know, 4.5, 5 pounds, 5 pounds probably. Yeah, so out of all of them, I think this has like a 2 kilogram weight limit. This is like a little higher. And yeah, the Maestri House, oh, there it is. Oh, wait, I got another one. Yeah, I got a decent deal on some of these. But yeah, they're cheap, like even from Amazon. I got it when it was on sale. I think it was like 30% off. It was like $70, but with 30% off, it was like 40, or I don't know how much it was. Maybe it was 60. But yeah, I ended up paying like 45 with like taxes, shipping, everything. And yeah, for that much, it's not bad. It's accurate. It's got it's relatively quick to respond. Not quite as like smooth You see how like smooth the numbers move? So not quite as smooth. I'll show you the Hiroia. Pretty smooth. But yeah, this one's probably not quite as quick, but doesn't really matter. So the cool thing about this is it can show you the, oh, I just put it in espresso mode. I forgot how this works. So yeah, press and hold to change modes. This is pour over mode. I accidentally clicked on this. Brew ratio. So if you press and hold the brew ratio button, that's what I meant to do. Now you have the option of changing your brew ratio that you're setting it to. It's only in, it's only in steps of 1. So you can't do 0.5 like on this. I could do 16.5 or 15.5. I stick to 15, and that works. So once you put the coffee, let's say that's 160 grams of coffee. Once you put that, you hit timer and then it counts down. And now it will calculate the flow rate, which I'm not very good at doing with my fingers. But yeah, as you pour, it will go up to, you can see it's 2.5 ratio, 2.4 now, 5. So it shows you the brew ratio as you're pouring until you hit the target. And the thing I like about this is even when you have the beep sound off, like you can tell when I press buttons, it doesn't beep. It's kind of an annoying beep normally when, I don't like when you press any button and it just beeps all the time. But yeah, so I have it on silent mode where I think I had to press like a combination of buttons to turn it off, and it stays off, so it's good. Until you flip the power switch on the back. Oh, it's also USB-C, rechargeable, pretty good battery life. Yeah, it turns off when you're not using it, so saves battery. I find this one turns off faster than this, which may be a good or a bad thing depending on what you like. But yeah, I can see this like staying on accidentally too long, and then it will kill the battery faster, but it does have a bigger battery as you'd expect for the price. So yeah, shows flow rate over here when you're pouring, which I don't find too useful because it's like it's actually showing it on the fly and it's changing all the time depending on, you can't pour 100% steady, so it's fluctuating. It's usually like 3 to 4 for me when I'm trying to pour slow. But the cool thing, I think I got distracted. The thing that I like is that even when it's on silent mode, it beeps when you hit your target. This one doesn't beep. What it does when you hit your target, I don't know if, I don't want to put, all right, so let's say, so my target is 581. I'm just going to simulate that with my fingers, and yeah, so it gets bright. You can still see the numbers on there, but the camera is kind of so bright. But yeah, you got to be looking at the numbers in order to see that it lights up brighter and it fills in that circle there to tell you that you're at your target, you're over your target. I prefer the Audible, like you can be watching it and you'll see it goes up to 14.9 and then 15 you hit your brew ratio. You don't know the target weight, so that's one difference. And the other difference is when you're in the middle of doing your brew, if you lift this, then I think like if you're doing the thing where you do the swirl, it will stop the timer, and yeah, now it's kind of smart, like it just reset on its own because it knows I didn't pour and hit the target and whatever. So there it is, there's the beep. So it's just like a nice beep, and if you're halfway through brewing and you lift it to swirl, I think it's going to stop the timer. It will still keep weighing the brew ratio though. And even if you go over the set target brew ratio, it still keeps track. And when you lift the cup off, then it stops the timer. And I like that because then you can see your final weight and brew ratio even after you lift the cup. or the brewer off the cup. With this one, yeah, it just keeps timing. So like if you lift the thing off and you're like, oh, how long did this one take to flow, or how long was the total time, and what was the total weight? I don't know, because you lift it and it just keeps, you know, it doesn't reset or hold the final weight. So yeah, I mean, this one looks nicer, and I like that it calculates the brew target. A couple times made the mistake of not hitting the go button, I guess, on either of them. That would be an issue. Let's see. Yeah, anyway, it's a good scale. For if you don't need Bluetooth, I would recommend it. I don't know why it says weighing range 0.5. Oh, half a gram. Okay. Doesn't say the battery power. I think it was like, I don't know, 500 milliamps. I can't remember, but I think it's on their website.